Yo, what's up, everybody? Got notes here. This video is gonna be called. It's about Pwning Privacy, and I'm just gonna kind of talk about my philosophy of privacy and where it came from, how I got to it, and if anyone. Oh, this is gonna be my first video for my blog too. So I made a Pwning Life blog now, so because it'll be easier. I'm putting all the links on the side, and I try to organize all this information. I can just put it in the blog post, and in the video will be a link to the blog post. So, or I guess you could just go to the blog now, whatever. It's going to be easier for me. Pwning Privacy. Oh, until anybody who's interested in the Milltown clan, I'll have a link on the blog to where you can sign up for an email thing, and we can talk about that and see what that's all about. And kind of, if you're interested in the Milltown clan, this philosophy on privacy, I don't know if it's 100% necessary, but anyway, here we go. Let me start the video. My basic philosophy for internet privacy, or for privacy in general, I don't know. My mom told me this quote. I don't know who said it, where it came from. She said, "Never write anything you don't want everyone to read," right? Like, never write down, like, on a piece of paper or whatever, anything that you don't want everyone to read. And that was, maybe 10 years ago she told me that, or 8 years ago. And I remember it here today because I ended up modifying that. And I have a feeling she was telling me that, and that's probably something from, back before the internet. You just had a diary or something, you write something somewhere, someone gets their hands on it, and they're like, "Oh," and you're like, "Oh, you got me." Now that whole thing is like magnified, tenfold with the internet because, for obvious reasons. If you write something on the internet, it's really easily searchable and all this stuff, and people can point to it. So when she told me that, I ended up, when I was on this web forum, Forumosa, I ended up applying it with every single post, everything I wrote there. I kept that in mind, and I tagged everything with Milltown Kid, and I'm Casey. Milltown Kid is one and the same, so I didn't hide behind an identity and everything. I never wrote anything that I didn't care whoever saw it. My mom could see it, the CIA could see it, whatever. So that's what that. So I ended up and I'm on writing all the time, writing, and thinking like that. Never write anything you don't want everyone to read. And what ended up happening is you end up kind of either. It's a combination of both. You end up a little bit restricting what you write a little bit, and you also get a little bit more comfortable with everybody seeing what you write when you think about it that way. And I think that in essence ended up changing kind of my thinking, because now, and I'm going to talk about some other things. I just wanted to talk about my privacy thing first, but now it's to the point where when I'm on the phone, I don't say anything that I don't want everyone to see. When I make a video or whatever, everything, it's almost to the point where you could have a camera. It's basically to the point you could have a camera on me 24/7, and I'm okay with it because I pretty much don't do anything that I'm okay with anyone seeing. And that might be a little extreme, but that's the path I took, and it came from that quote: "Never write anything you wouldn't want everyone to read." And I've taken it to say on the phone because it's so easy to record conversations and everything. I do that for video, for email, and it's almost practically like you hook something up to my brain, and I'm okay with everything that goes on in my brain. So, but that's a lot to do with me just getting comfortable with anybody seeing it, whatever. My brother, he has a blog, bumpy.com, and I was on the phone with him the other day, and he told me about this Frontline that talks kind of about generation Y or something, and people who are growing up online, and there's just a whole new, I don't know, this internet thing, and it makes for it's a whole new game now that, the people who are in power and the adults and your teachers and stuff, whoever, they don't understand this game. Unfortunately, there's no one to really, people want to be real restrictive and stuff. I understand this game, which is why I'm fucking digital samurai ninja pimp warrior. But There's not a lot of people that understand this game. Check out that Frontline show. It was really cool, and it talks about Generation Y. And I guess I'll just finish real quick. I wanted to talk about why I ended up getting this extreme about privacy. Is the first time I had my mental episode, I was all freaking out about privacy because I was reading a bunch of conspiracy theory stuff and everything. And a lot of people just don't know about this stuff, or they think it's fake or whatever. But look into it. I'm gonna just put, this is kind of older stuff, but this is stuff I was reading back in the day. But it's about echelon and carnivore. Echelon, I think, is basically, it's illegal for a country to spy on its citizens. So what a bunch of countries did is they're like, hey, we'll spy on your citizens, and you spy on ours, and we'll share the data. So your fucking country is watching you. Carnivore is like this email thing that they put in all the ISPs that reads emails looking for, whack stuff. I'm pretty sure they scan fucking phone conversations. They do, but phone conversations are scanned looking for keywords and stuff. And this kind of technology and what's happening is only gonna get worse or better depending on your point of view. There we go, Pwning Privacy. Check out more on the blog. I'm out. Peace.